This video is brought to you by our e-store, Good Deals by KLGG. You can now pay for your favorite gadgets by 0% installment with your credit and debit card from 100 ringgit up to 6 months by checking out with IOU Pay. What's more, get 10 ringgit off and free nationwide delivery on your first purchase. Visit the link below to find out more.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Fun Tech Facts, where we tell you tech facts that you may not know. So today, I'm going to tell you how some of these famous tech brands ever got their name, and let's start off with the first one, and that is Nvidia. So we all know that Nvidia started off by making graphics cards for computers, and the name comes from their files. When they are working on a project, they simply just name their files MV, which eventually lead them to the creation of the name Nvidia, which is actually derived from the Latin word invidia, which means envy. So there's a pun that says that if you're jealous of someone owning a GeForce GPU right now, you shouldn't be, because you envy dia. So the second brand that I would like to talk about is Asus. Now, most of us might call it Asus or Asus.
Asus.
Which I wouldn't blame you if you say that name, because the word Asus actually came from the word Pegasus, which is actually a winged horse in the Greek mythology that symbolizes wisdom and knowledge. So the reason why Asus chose this name to be their company name is because they say that this animal embodies the strength, purity, and adventurous spirit, and soars to new heights with every new products they create, which is why they have been coming up pretty innovative products like the ZenBook Proto and a lot of products. Well, isn't it incredible?
Isn't it incredible? Thank you!
If you are a gamer, you would have known Razer, a company that's famous for making keyboard, mouse, and keyboards. And you know what? The Razer name is just pretty much like a random name. There's really no facts to it, but the logo has a meaning to it. It's a three-headed snake, but how that comes from is that the logo is based on the South African boomslang snake. According to this article from Money Inc., the founders actually considered what dominates mice, and they knew it was snakes, which I wonder why it isn't cats anyway. But anyways, they thought it was a snake, and they actually thought their product looked like it had just eaten a Logitech mouse for lunch, and they decided to name their amazing new product after the South African boomslang snake, which is the reason why all of Razer's mouses are named after a venomous snake. And that's actually pretty interesting, don't you think? Delighting you always.
Canon, delighting you always.
Now, Canon is a company that we all know that makes printers and cameras, but they didn't start off by making printers, but instead, their very first product was a camera, and it is called Canon. So Canon is actually the Japanese meaning for Guan Yin, which is the goddess of mercy in Chinese, and Canon in Japanese. So the Canon name is actually based on their very first product, which is Canon, and it's actually pretty interesting that they name it after a god. You know, it's a pretty holistic name, and I definitely like it. But Canon sounds like that cannon, you know? So that's a couple of fun tech facts of the names of technology brands that we all love. So that's all for today's video. Stay tuned for more fun tech facts coming up on the channel. Definitely stay subscribed and follow us on the usual social media places. I'm Warren, and I will see you in our next video.